Hello everyone and welcome to another video on JavaScript programming. Kaushal this side from SimpliCode, and today we are going to discuss how to take input from the user in JavaScript, and we are using text boxes for that. So before we begin, make sure that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and press that bell icon to never miss an update from SimpliCode. So without any further delay, let's get started. I hope you guys must remember the document.getElementById method through which we came across in the previous videos. So the document.getElementById method is used to access a particular element from the document with the help of ID. We discussed the difference between class and ID in the previous video. And this document.getElementById method is also the reason behind making an ID unique for every element. So we can access any element with the help of this particular method if the ID is unique. Today we are going to take input from the user with the help of a text box in JavaScript. What we'll do is we'll create a text box, and any value the user will write inside the text box will be stored in a variable, and then we will print that variable in a message using the alert method or in the console. So whatever we want to do, we can do it. So let's create a small login page with no styling because we'll be focusing more on the HTML and the JavaScript parts. So for that we have to go to our HTML file. So here's a HTML file, and we'll write here input, and then we'll write here type is equals to name, and then we'll write here placeholder is equals to, let's say, enter name. This placeholder is an attribute that gives a slight hint. Whatever value we write here will be printed inside the box. So this enter name will be printed inside this particular text box. So save it, and here you can see on the browser we have a text box here. Here you can see how this value is written inside the text box. You can see here enter name is written inside a text box, indicating the user to write the name here. So let's create another text box here for the password. So we are creating a login page, right? So we'll be needing name and password. So we'll use the br tag here, and then we'll write here input type is equals to password, and then we'll use a placeholder here and we'll write here enter password. This type attribute here plays a vital role on this input element because we have different types of values we can use inside a text box, like we have numbers, strings, week, time, email, password, and many more. So here we are using password. So save it, and you can see here we have two text boxes over here in the browser. So we have a text box for name and we have a text box for password. Next up, we need a button to perform a task, right? So we'll use the onClick method along with this button. We can either use the button tag or we can use the input tag along with type is equals to button. So we'll write here input type is equals to button, and the value will be, say, submit, or we can write here login as well. Save it, and here you can see we have a button over here named as submit. So we are done with the login setup here. We have a text box for the name and one for the password. So we'll write any name here. You can see, let's write here Kaushal, and then we'll write the password here, let's say any random password, and nothing will happen if we click on this submit button. So let's add some functionality to this submit button here. So we'll go back to our HTML file and we'll write here on click. So we'll write here a function name print. Fine. We'll create this print function now. So we'll go to our JavaScript file and we'll create a function here. So let's say function name is print, and then we have the body of the function. Now this function will be called whenever we click on this button. So whenever we click on this submit button, this print function will be called. Now we want this button to do something, right? We want it to perform a certain task. What we want to do is we want the user to write their name and password, and we will print this name and password in the pop-up with the help of alert method. So we'll use the document.getElementById method for this task. Let's give those elements their IDs. So we'll give these two input tags their IDs. So we'll write here ID is equals to, let's say, uname or username, and then we have the password. For password, we'll give the ID as upass. Fine, save it, and then we'll go back to a JavaScript file. Now both these elements have their own IDs. We'll use them in the JavaScript file. So we want to use the values given by the user, right? For that, we'll create two variables here inside the function print to hold the reference of original values. So for that, we'll write here where x is equals to document.getElementById, and then we have the ID as uname for the username, and then we'll write here dot value. Next up, we'll take another variable, let's say var y, and then we'll write here document.getElementById again. Then we have the ID as upass. We'll write here dot value. Now, what we did here is we used the IDs to get the reference of those values which the user will input. You might have noticed here that we have used the value property here after the IDs. So this value property returns the value attribute of any text box. So now we have the values here present inside variables x and variable y. The next thing we want to do is we want to print these values, right? So for that, we'll use the alert method. So it's quite easy to use. We'll write here alert, and then we'll write here the name is, and then we'll print x. So because variable x is holding the value of name, then we'll use /n, and after that we'll write here the password is, and then we'll print the value of password. So we are done with it. We have printed the values of x and y here. Now save it, and now we'll enter the values here. Let's say the name is Kaushal and the password is SimpliCode. The moment we click on this submit button, there will be a pop-up with a message. You can see it here. The name is Kaushal and the password is SimpliCode. So we printed these variables here along with the alert method. So this is how we can take input from the user in JavaScript. So we already discussed that we want to create a login form here with a specific name or password, right? Let's say we want the user to be allowed only if the password is SimpliCode. Otherwise, the user should be restricted from entering the web page. So this is a simple task. All we have to do here is we have to use the if-else control statements. So for that, we'll write here after this statement, we'll write here if, and then we'll write here, let's say we are doing it for password, right? So we'll write here y is equals to SimpliCode. Then we have the body of if, we'll write here alert login successful, and then we'll write here else. The statement will be alert wrong password. So we'll keep this line here. So what will happen is the moment we'll press the submit button, it will go to the if else statement and it will check if the password entered by the user matches the correct password or not. So if the password matches, it will print login successful. Otherwise, it will print the wrong password. And then finally, it will print the name entered by the user and the password as well. So let's save it, and we'll write here the name as, let's say, Kaushal. And the password, let's say the password will be different this time. We'll write here Simplilearn. So this password does not matches the original password, right? The original password is SimpliCode. So what we are expecting is it will return wrong password here. So let's save it. The moment we press the submit button, you can see here we have a pop-up with message wrong password because the password we entered is Simplilearn. So if we press OK here, in the next message you can see the name is Kaushal and the password is Simplilearn. Fine. So let's do it again. This time we'll enter the correct password. We'll write here SimpliCode and we'll change the name as well. So let's say the name is Rahul. Submit it, and here you can see we have the message as login successful. We will press OK, and here you can see the name is Rahul and the password is SimpliCode. I hope you guys got it. So that's all for this video, guys. See you in the next one where we will take inputs from radio button in JavaScript. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you have any doubts, do let us know in the comments below. Share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe SimpliCode. Thank you.